Well,
Yes.
the Vita is dead.
This thing?
Yep. It died. It's dead. It's over.
Yeah. I think I agree.
Really?
Here's the thing about...
I thought you were gonna, like, vastly disagree.
No. Okay, maybe dead is the wrong word.
Yes.
Let me just explain something about the PlayStation Vita. Let me just address the whole, like, rumor that it has no games. That is a lie. Anybody with PlayStation Plus can attest to the fact that this has a lot of really good, really quality games available for it. The problem is, they're not advertised very well.
Right.
Only, like, the indie scene is really supporting the Vita right now. Like, Sony themselves are like, we sort of give up on it. Dead really is the wrong word, but it's super, super underground.
Yeah.
Like, this is... Like, if you like, are a fan of the Vita, like, that's punk rock right there. I'm serious, like...
Well, it's mostly indie games right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, 85% indie games.
Not a lot of, like big name
You'll
titles.
get, like, a handful of, like, small Japanese games come out.
I feel like that's why people think there's no games for it, because there's no big name games for it.
Right.
And there are a ton of small games for it.
Oh, yeah. Like, let me just pull it up, the ones I have, at least. You got games like Limbo and Fez and Stealth Inc., Lone Survivor, Thomas Was Alone, Velocity 2X, Hotline Miami, Guacamelee, Retro City Rampage. You know, those are all, like, top tier indie games right there. You know,
Say Tearaway.
Well, that's not an indie game. That's a major studio Sony game. But Tearaway, you know, since you mentioned it, Tearaway is one of, like, it's not only one of the best games on the Vita, it's one of, like, the best games of last year. Like, it's incredible. And they really designed a game around, like, everything the Vita can do. And when they announced the PS4 version, I'm just like, there's no way they can do it. Like, that game is the Vita, and the Vita is Tearaway. Like, you can't separate the two. So I'm gonna.
Well, I mean, I guess they could use the touchpad.
Yeah, but, like, it's totally different.
Yeah.
At least from what I've seen of it.
It's a shame though that a game like that got brought in front of such a small audience.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, because it is expensive. I mean, I got mine relatively cheap on a sale, and it came with 4 games when I bought it, so that was good. But it is expensive. The memory cards, which are required, are ridiculously expensive. Like, you can't just get a micro SD card. You have to get, like, the proprietary cards.
That's Sony just
and they're ridiculous. For what it is, the Vita is a wonderful, wonderful little system. I mean, if you have a Vita, you know that already. Like, to own a Vita is to love the Vita. It really is. I mean, I'll admit I don't play it as often as I would like, but every time I do play it, I'm never disappointed. I think the only game on here that I've played so far that I've been disappointed in is Retro City Rampage, and that's really because I got bored with it. That's a long game.
And because a lot of people talk very highly of that game.
Yeah, well, it's a good game, but the thing is, it drags on forever. So I got bored, but now I'm playing Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. I've never played a Sly Cooper game before, and now I want to go back and play them all. Luckily, they're all on the Vita.
I thought the Vita was going to have a big resurgence when the PlayStation 4 came out.
Yeah.
Because in Japan, the Vita, I think, is doing very well.
According to Wikipedia, which links The Guardian as its reference, the PlayStation Vita has sold 4 million units as of January last year.
In Japan? Or in total?
In total.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
No, it's not.
4 million?
Yeah.
In a year?
Since its launch.
Oh, since its launch. When did it launch?
2011.
Oh, it's not a lot.
Yeah.
I thought that was in a year. Here in America, the 3DS is much more popular.
Yeah.
And even more popular than that is the iPhone and iPod Touch.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big thing. I mean, the Vita has been touting console quality gaming since its debut.
I will say it's the most beautiful mobile gaming experience I've seen.
Definitely. But the thing is, when you start doing console quality gaming, you're talking about console quality budgets and console quality timetables, and that's not really appropriate for a portable gaming system to get up and go. Now the games on here that are console quality, at least that I have, like Tearaway, like Uncharted, like Sly Cooper, like even the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, they're great. And
you bought that again?
Yeah. That's a good game to play on the go, yeah. And it was dirt cheap. Again, if you have a PlayStation Plus account, you pretty much like have no reason not to own a Vita. You get so many games.
Especially if you have any other Sony products.
Yeah, for dirt cheap. You get so many games for free, and also they have sales all the time, comparable to Steam sales. So it's really worth it. And something that I don't understand why Nintendo hasn't done it yet, cross-buy.
Yeah.
Cross-buy is amazing. You buy it once. It does not for every game, which is weird.
Yeah, that's a little annoying.
And it's weird because like if you buy Sly Cooper on the PS3, it has cross-buy, but if you buy it on the Vita, it doesn't. Which I don't understand. But regardless, I mean, games that have that and cross-save, where your saves can transfer back and forth, that's wonderful.
There are a lot of games that I really want to play, but I don't feel like playing on the PlayStation 4. That I'd rather play on something like the Vita.
Yeah.
Like Strider.
Yeah.
That's something I'd rather play on a handheld. Because it's a simple game.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something I necessarily want to sit down and dedicate like a big chunk of time to.
Yeah, no.
I thought the Vita was gonna make a resurgence because, like I said, they were bundling it with PS4s in Japan.
Right.
I thought it was gonna make a resurgence in America because of the remote play.
Yes, and remote play, it works. It's not 100% flawless, but I can attest that it does work. I played Watch Dogs on it, took it to the bathroom, and it works. Screen gets like a little pixelated here and there, but I mean, I can still play it. It's weird because you got to use the back touchpad for certain things and the touchscreen for certain things, but it does work, and it works pretty well. One thing I do know, like, in addition to its own games, the Vita can play PSP games and PlayStation 1 games that are on the Sony store. Problem is, for whatever reason, not all of them are available. So, like, Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, which was on the Vita, which was on the PSP rather, is not available on the Vita. For whatever reason.
That's pretty strange.
Yeah. I mean, Peace Walker is, but not Portable Ops. And there's a whole bunch of other examples that I can't think of right now, but that's like one of the main ones.
Looking at the top games on Metacritic, they're nothing like crazy. We got a lot of JRPGs.
Yeah, this is like a JRPG haven right here.
Yeah. I'm looking at Counter Spy. You ever heard of Counter Spy?
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I played a little bit of it.
I was thinking
at E3, you know, when I went to E3.
Oh, yeah, you did go to E3. Yeah.
But yeah, most of the stuff is JRPGs.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a big...
And, of course, indie games.
Yes.
Like Child of Light. IGN lists one of the best ones is Borderlands 2. I've heard there were a lot of problems with Borderlands 2.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if...
It didn't translate well.
I don't know if right now, if they patched it or not. Because I think a lot of the problems are just, technical problems that could be patched. But, that's a lot of pressure to put a game like Borderlands onto a handheld.
I mean, this thing has graphical capabilities.
Yeah, it does. And Uncharted, like, that's a launch game, and it still looks as good as a regular PS3 game.
Well, all said and done, I think I'll stick to my 1+1. Check out the game review. Click on it. Click on the phone.
If you do see a Vita on sale, I would say get it. You will not be disappointed. Especially if you grab a PS Plus membership at the same time. I guarantee you will not have any problems with your Vita. If you do have any problems with your Vita, don't leave comments below or contact us on Facebook and Twitter. But if you do like it, do leave comments below or contact us on Facebook or Twitter.
If you're thinking about getting one, if you have some money, go for it.
Yeah.
If you like JRPGs, if you like indie games,
Games.
if you have another Sony product and PlayStation Plus, then go for it.
It's definitely, it shouldn't be your only portable gaming system, but it's a nice complement if you have a PS3 or a PS4. especially a PS3.
And they will continue. It's not dead. They'll keep making games.
It's not dead, but like I said, it's really underground.
Yes.
So,
like if you like, subscribe if you like, leave comments below.
share this with your friends if they're thinking about getting the Vita.
Talk to us about your Vita experiences. Thank you very much.
Have a good week.
Hurt your stomach.
Yeah, I'm hungry still. See, the way superhero comics work is that they're essentially telling one big, long story that doesn't have an end. Things that happened to, let's say, the Hulk back in 1962 when his comic first debuted still happened in his story and are part of his history even to this day.
The touchscreen is very responsive, especially in a game like Trials Frontier. I'm usually not one for on-screen controls, but they work pretty well in a game like this. I found myself favoring the on-screen controls over my Moga controller most of the time, just because it's quicker this way to just pick up and play.